What's the funniest game that turns serious fast? My college roommates and I invented this stupid drinking game called Truth Bomb, where you had to confess your most embarrassing secret or take a shot. We thought we were so clever, sitting around our cramped dorm room with cheap vodka and way too much confidence. The rules were simple. Roll the dice, pick a category, spill your guts. Most embarrassing crush, or worst thing you did in high school type stuff. Harmless college nonsense that would give us something to laugh about the next morning while nursing our hangovers. We'd been playing for about an hour, sharing stories about cheating on tests and lying to our parents, when my roommate Jake rolled snake eyes. Double sixes meant you had to tell the darkest secret you'd never shared with anyone. The nuclear option. Jake just shrugged and said, "Easy, I've been stealing my dad's identity for 3 years." We all laughed, waiting for the punchline. But Jake's face stayed completely serious. He pulled out his wallet and showed us 2 driver's licenses, one with his name, one with his father's, same photo on both. "My dad's been in prison since I was 15, he said matter-of-factly. "Identity theft, credit card fraud, the whole thing. Mom couldn't afford college, so I've been using his credit to pay tuition, rent, everything. I'm about $80,000 deep in his name." The room went dead silent. My other roommate Mike set down his beer and asked, "Dude, what happens when he gets out?" "Next month," Jake replied. "He gets released next month and has no idea what I've done. I'm basically screwed." That's when Sarah, who lived across the hall and had joined our game, decided it was her turn to escalate things. "Well, since we're confessing felonies," she said, "I've been selling my roommate's Adderall to half the campus for 2 years. Made about 15 grand so far." She actually pulled out a notebook with customer names and payment schedules, like a drug dealer's ledger, but with college students' real names and dorm room numbers written in purple gel pen with little hearts dotting the I's. Mike stared at the notebook, then at Sarah. "You sold me pills last month. I thought you were getting them from a pharmacy." "Nope, straight from Emma's prescription bottle. She thinks she's been losing them. Girl's so scattered she never notices they're missing." That's when Mike completely lost it. He stood up, grabbed the vodka bottle, and smashed it against the wall. Glass and alcohol everywhere, the smell filling our small room. "You want to know my secret?" he screamed. "I've been recording everything that happens in this room for 6 months." He pointed to what we'd all assumed was a decorative plant in the corner. Hidden inside was a tiny camera. "My dad's a lawyer. He told me to document everything for liability purposes. I've got hours of footage of all of us drinking underage, Sarah dealing drugs, Jake talking about fraud." The plant camera had been there since September. Every party, every conversation, every illegal thing we'd done in that room was recorded. Mike's dad apparently reviewed the footage monthly as part of some paranoid parenting strategy. Sarah lunged for the camera, but Mike blocked her. "Too late. It automatically uploads to a cloud server. My dad's probably already seen tonight's confession session." Jake collapsed onto his bed, head in his hands. "My life is over. Your dad's gonna turn me in." "Not just you," Mike said, his voice getting quieter. "All of us. He's been waiting for enough evidence to get me transferred to a different school. Away from bad influences, he called it." That's when I realized the camera had caught everything. Me buying stolen pills from Sarah, Jake explaining his identity theft scheme, all of us drinking in the dorm, which was already enough to get expelled. Sarah was frantically calling her dealer connections, warning them about the recordings. Jake was researching how to disappear before his dad got out of prison. Mike was texting his lawyer father, begging him not to press charges against his friends. By morning, our entire friend group had imploded. Sarah transferred schools before the semester ended. Jake dropped out and moved across the country. Mike got sent to a private college in another state. The campus drug ring Sarah had been running got busted 2 weeks later. 12 students expelled, including 3 who'd never even met Sarah but had bought pills from her network. What started as a stupid drinking game in a dorm room ended up destroying multiple lives and exposing the biggest drug operation in our school's history. All because we thought confessing secrets would be funny.